Hello, Nisas and Nistos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I am her, and you have arrived to Nistas Nation. And today we are here to talk about fragrance. You guys, that's what we do here. Fragrances, whether it's body or home. So today I'm here to do my part 2 of my most excited or look forward to fall fragrances. If you have not checked out my video where I talked about the gourmand and sweet fragrances that I'm most excited about for the fall, please check out that video. But today we are going to talk about the amber, floral, fruity fall fragrances that I am excited to wear. So we're going to get right into the content. This is in no way, in any form or fashion, by most like or least like. I'm just going to randomly pull them. With this, I will share with you a little background information on the fragrance as well as the fragrance notes. All right, the first fragrance that I am most excited about experiencing this fall is Rose's Greedy. All right, Rose's Greedy is a unisex fragrance that was released in 2012, and this fragrance is from the house of Mancera. The fragrance notes, the top notes are basket of fruits, mandarin, peach, coconut, black currant. The heart notes are imposing French rose, jasmine, aquatic flowers. The base notes are amber, vanilla, white, musk, and a tear of benzoin. All right, so this is the 60 ml from Mancera. I can tell this is probably one of the older fragrances because it does not have the magnetic cap. I think this is the only Mancera that I have that does not have the magnetic cap. I really didn't get a chance to wear this when I purchased this. I purchased this last winter, I think. I didn't really get a chance to purchase it. I was watching a content creator share her entire Mancera collection, and when she introduced this, the way she said it, I just had to have it. And she introduced it as Rose motherfucking Greedy. Excuse my French. But this is a very heavy floral fragrance. I do think that this fragrance is a very good transitional fragrance, meaning that you can move out of move out of the summer into the fall with this fragrance very easily. And you definitely pick up the rose. This is a very heavy rose fragrance. You also get that musky note as well as that black currant. It's a strongness, a very woody strongness in the background of that sweet floral note. So this is definitely a fruity floral, but like I said, you can pick up that woody aspect from the fragrance. So I am very excited about this. The one time that I did wear it, Mancera fragrances, they are fragrances that tend to last an eternity. The ones that I have, they last all day long. So if nothing else, Mancera, they get like a 9.5 just for performance, and they do have some really good fragrances. So the compilation of fragrance notes that they use to create their fragrances, they are really, really nice. So what started my love and my curiosity for Mancera is the Instant Crush. So after I ran out of my first bottle of BDK 540, I ventured off and I got me a Instant Crush. So that's topic for another video. So this is the Rose Greedy by Mancera. All right. The next fragrance is from the house of Sillage, and this is Love is in the Air. What a pretty bottle. You know, House of Sillage is known for the cupcake aesthetic that their fragrances come in, and this is like my third fragrance. I have one from just about every collection. I think she has about 3 or 4 collections. I have one from the Trend. I have one from the Garden collection. I have the limited edition collection, and I have the signature. I think this is the signature collection. So this is Love is in the Air. The fragrance notes in Love is in the Air are top notes, plum. Green notes, orange. The heart notes are Bulgarian rose, jasmine, cedarwood. The base notes are Indonesia, patchouli, and white musk. Love is in the Air is a woman's fragrance. It was released in 2012, and it is also a fruity floral fragrance. This right here. Oh, this is grown lady good. This is so good, you guys. That plum with that patchouli. And what I like about this, some fragrances, and I don't know if it's that my nose is trained, but there are some fragrances that I can get remnants from every level of notes. For instance, the top, the heart, and the base, even on first spray. Like with this, I can get the plum as well as that patchouli that's in here. This is so pretty. This is like a boss girl fragrance. Definitely pretty. I'm really excited about this. This is a fragrance that I bought this summer. I think I did get it in June. So I've worn it a couple of times. It does wear. I prefer to wear it at night, like on a date night or something. But I'm really excited about wearing this this fall. All right, the next fragrance is Tribeca. Tribeca by number 9. This fragrance was released in 2020. It is a unisex fragrance, and it is considered to be an amber vanilla. The fragrance notes in Tribeca are cacao absolute, green hazelnut, jasmine sambac absolute, cedarwood, ambroxan, moss, and caramel. Vanilla. Now, stop. Just bump your brakes before you say, that's gourmand. Yes, it could be gourmand. It definitely could be. Because the combination of fragrances that it has, it's almost like it's half gourmand, but half amber woody. I would say woody, not floral. Amber woody note. Now, you guys, I know you've heard in the fragrance world that Greenwich Village and MFK's 540s are dupes. I don't agree with that. I think that Tribeca is a closer match to MFK than Greenwich Village is. And that is the thing that makes me excited about wearing this for the fall as one of my amber woody notes, okay? I mean woody fragrances, because that ambroxan, that cedarwood, and that jasmine that this fragrance have, I believe that trio of fragrances is what gives me that Baccarat Rouge DNA. And I don't think that Baccarat Rouge is at all a gourmand fragrance. It is definitely one of those year-round fragrances that I tend to like more in the cooler months. So having this new to my collection, I am definitely excited about wearing this in the fall and winter to see how well it performs. So again, this is the Tribeca by number 9. All right, the next fragrance is from the house of Mancera as well. Look at Black Beauty. Look how pretty she is. Now, I'm not going to even lie. I did get caught up in the bottle because this is just elegance. I mean, it's no other way to explain it. It's just elegance. Beautiful. Ebony elegance. All right, so this is the Muskie Garden. Muskie Garden is a woman's fragrance, and it is considered to be a fruity floral fragrance. The fragrance notes in Muskie Garden, the top notes are citrus fruit, cranberry, white peach. The heart notes are Iris Absolute, Bulgarian rose, Indian jasmine, leaves of patchouli. The base notes are sweet white musk, blackberry, raspberry, and amber. This was a blind buy. All of my Manceras were blind buys, as a matter of fact. This was a blind buy, you guys. But just reading that combination of fragrance notes, I was sold just by reading it. I didn't even have to go out and do any reviews, but I still did just to see. But this right here, she is so, this is a serious fragrance, you guys. And one of the guys that I watched that reviewed this, I think he even said that he wears Muskie Garden. But if you want something that's grown lady, about your business, my grown auntie when I was a little girl, and you know, you have that auntie that I want to be like her. Grown auntie that always have the latest new cars. She's always fly. This is just what this gives. She's single. She doesn't have any kids, but she's that one that just comes around, always have her heels on, and she's just that auntie. Like, I admire her. This is what Musky Gardens give. This is so good. I got this last year and I didn't really get a chance to fully embody the fragrance, but I am definitely excited about really getting off into this, not only for the fall but even for the winter, because this is a heavy floral fragrance. Very heavy. Mancera's Musky Garden. All right. The next fragrance is also from the house of Bun number 9. All right, so this is the infamous Nomad. Everyone is talking about Nomad. Nomad is all over the place. If you have not checked out my Nomad review, go over there and check it out if you would. So Nomad was released in 2021, and it is an amber floral fragrance. Nomad has already been acknowledged as the Black Excellence fragrance by Essence magazine. So this girl hasn't even been out into a year. Well, about a year. Yeah, close to a year. Maybe right at a year. And she is already award winning. All right, so the fragrance notes in Nomad are pear, quince, blackcurrant, violet leaves, oud accord, rose, amber, vanilla. The oud in this, and I'm not a big oud person because I don't think my sinuses can tolerate it, but the oud in here, oh. Now those of you who are familiar with oud or know about oud, you know that that's like a Middle Eastern thing, a Middle Eastern, I think the plant actually grows in the Middle East. But I have been into close proximity to a gentleman, and he looked Middle Eastern, but this man smelled so good, and he smelled like something I had never smelled before. So when I asked him what was he wearing, and he said that it was an oud that he had picked up when he went back home to Dubai. He lived in the States, but he was from Dubai. And it was like something I had never smelled before. So I do think that this is a very good fragrance if you're trying to get off into ouds. I don't know much about ouds, but I do think that this is a very safe fragrance to wear. I got this fragrance for Mother's Day, so I have been able to wear it in the spring as well as the fall. I mean the summer, mainly summer, because you know May, you're going right into the summer. Mainly summer, but this is a beautiful fragrance. I cannot wait to experience this fragrance. Actually, I wore this fragrance in the winter. Actually, I sampled it in the winter, and it performed very well. But I didn't have a full bottle. I only had a little bun sample. So I am definitely really trying to put a major dent into this Nomad, because this is another one of those fragrances. I told you that Nolita is like signature fragrance worthy, and I don't even really get off into signature fragrances because I have so many of them. But I think that this would be a very good cooler climate signature fragrance, in my opinion. This is definitely a goddess. This fragrance is everything. You get the tardiness from that peach. You definitely get that rose note, but that oud accord. And once it dies down, you still smelling oud, because oud just never goes away if you have it in your fragrance. And that rose, not rose, but that vanilla, when it just dies down into your skin, it smells so good. So, Nomad by Bun number 9. I'm super excited for that for this fall. The next fragrance that I'm so excited about, I just discovered this fragrance like last month. I had a discovery set and I discovered it. And this is probably one of like the top 3. So I decided to go ahead and get it. So this was in my last month haul. And this is Nishane's Fan Your Flames. This is a unisex fragrance. And it was released in 2016. And I think this is a woody, boozy fragrance. This goes so well, in my opinion, with man or woman. Now, some women, if you're not into that heavy woody booziness, you may not be very fond of this, but it's good. This has coconut and rum in the top. The heart, it has tobacco and tonka bean. That tobacco and that tonka bean, that's what really gives it a male dominating fragrance combination. And you have oak moss and Chinese cedarwood. So the heart and the bottom are more male dominating, but the coconut and the rum, and I think the tonka bean is kind of like 50-50 for male or female. So it's almost like half and half. So them deeming this as a unisex fragrance, I think was very brilliant of them. But, and I don't really get off into overly masculine fragrances, but this is so good. I don't know if I like it because it just smells like a good man, or if I like it just because this is what I want to smell like. I'm going to tell you what this kind of puts me in the mind of. Now, Boy Smells, you guys, if you have not tried them, they have some fragrances that have cannabis in them. And those are on my fall wish list. But it's something in here. Maybe it's the Chinese cedarwood and the oak moss. But it gives you this very earthy freshness. Not like fresh air, but almost like a soapy freshness. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I've worn it already, and I smelled good all day. I'm going to tell you what a powerhouse this is. I was doing laundry earlier this week, and I had this on last week or some days before. And my entire soiled clothes hamper smelled just like this. Just like this. This is really good. So, of course, Nishane, tried and true. This is my first bottle. It has a lasting power out of this world. This fragrance is so good, you guys. Now, I know you've heard about, what is it, 100 Silent Ways, Ani, all of those. Now, I did sample those, but this one, it superseded those, in my opinion. That's just me. So, this is the Fan Your Flames by Nishane. All right, last but not least, and this is an honorable mention. This was also a part of my Gourmand fall fragrance haul. But this right here, this YSL, you guys, if you can find it, get it. I think it is on its YSL site. The only way that I was able to get it, the SA at Sephora promised me when they got the additional lots in that she would, you know, hold me one. But I had to come pick it up that day, and she did just that. Because when I went in and sampled it, they did not have any in. And even when I checked online the other day, just inquiring to see how, you know, hype this was, Sephora does not have this. Still does not have it. So, if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. And the reason why I'm including this in the amber floral, woody, fruity, is because it is one of those fragrances that could go either gourmand or amber, in my opinion. Because this right here, it has a saffron note in it, as well as lavender and vetiver. So those notes are very amber identified fragrance notes. And this also has like a honey note in it, as well as a vanilla note. And it is really good, you guys. So I wanted to mention this as well. I think depending on the body care or the, you know, whatever layering routine you use, this fragrance may lean either or. So I included it in this Amber Floral haul as well, because I do think it is very versatile. So I'm very excited to get off into the fragrances that I shared with you. Others could have made the list, but I just didn't include them because I've either already had them in my collection or I'm just not excited about them. So I want to thank you guys again for coming back to the video, coming back to the channel. Please thumbs up the video, leave a comment, and don't forget you. Yes, you are great. Bye-bye.